All right. So, on the music that's playing now on the radio, they're twisting the whole thing around to be that I need to kneel, and that the woman is waiting for me to kneel. Waiting on your king. We can wait some more. That song. And then Lil Baby says the same sort of thing, that it's he still ain't take the charge, you know. So I want to get this on record. I'm doing this video for myself and for the Watchmen who care about the truth and not just pointing a finger at each other and just blaming me for everything. Um, because I wasn't grounded enough or you know, just some sort of sinful thing that I've done. When we're actually supposed to believe in Jesus, who taught grace and mercy. So keep that in mind throughout this video. But I want to get my thoughts straight here, that they want to turn the tables on the music and make it about something that I have to do. But let me make this clear, that Jesus showed me Isaiah 51 in a dark place. And it actually played out, drunken not with wine, played out as I was reading it. So I take that very seriously to mean that I don't have to do anything. Like I could just sit on my ass the rest of my life and I'll still go to heaven and probably even get rewards, even if I don't help anyone out at all. So, and that goes for a lot of people too. Like, it's not all about works. We know that. So whenever I hear that on the radio, I think that they knelt on a certain day that made them say that to support this agenda of that Brock, me, that I'm Jesus and that I have to defeat everyone again, even though if you believe in Jesus, he defeated everything and conquered death and hell when he went to hell and rose 3 days later. So they want to make it like it's Star Wars, Last Jedi, where, a hologram is going against the whole army. They want to make it like that all day long. And they want to point fingers at me and say that I'm doing the puppet strings guy. That I'm the puppet strings guy causing all these events to happen. Like that's all I do all day. And they think because I don't have a job that like I'm doing voodoo all day. That's what they think. Whenever all I do is like find a good parking spot and just I try to find little comforts. They take my little comforts and make them bad things. Horrible things. Witchcraft. Which I don't even know how to do and would never be interested in doing. So I was supposed to cut off when I was 4 years old. And if you want to relate it to the Bible, the man child, that's even my spirit in the smoke is man child. I can see the child form, like I even look like a big kid, my body. And like I was supposed to go to heaven when I was a kid. And because the Phoenix sword or something didn't go down, however these watchmen have it finagled, waiting for themselves to die, they take comfort in death now, instead of in that like even their task they don't want to do to the point of death. They'd rather die than do their task. And like, you know, I understand it. Like I understand it's a heavy laden task, but like it would have been the Brahma stuff, like it would have all been taken care of and probably is still taken care of to have the power to make it through it. Like superpowers. So like why you all are worried about being judges like Samson, I don't understand. I'll never get that. I will never get that. Like Spawn, you guys wanted to talk about Spawn and the hand, the glove, all that. I mean, I just don't get it. Like, what are you doing? Like, I shouldn't even have to make this video. Like, I'm just, these are my thoughts putting it all together because I'm just now figuring this out. And they want to say all day that it's up to God, it's up to God, it's up to God. But, like, they're the ones with the weapons and like, they have it all laid out. It's all laid out for them. Like, it's evil, man. That's evil. That's evil not to do your stuff. Like, I'm sorry, but I may be like, kind of scared at heart. And y'all who know me know I am. Like, I'm a kid at heart. And like, I just don't understand what y'all are doing. Like, y'all, like this, what I'm talking about scares me. It scares me for you. Like, I don't get, like, why you're not doing your stuff. Like, this goes beyond being on the map, man. This goes beyond being on the map. Like, and y'all, and to think y'all, after knowing that I did the Pulp Fiction stuff, that y'all want to turn it on me. Why? Because you did Death and Hell Deal stuff. That Paul Begley, like, that getting on your knee, like that AI Willie stuff. Y'all want to blame me for that all day. When it was my voice, and like y'all don't even like. I don't get it, man. And Dan Barrett, like, what the fuck, man? Like, don't you see my family doesn't have my back, man? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I love you, man. Like, I love your videos. Like, I never meant any harm. Like, I don't have a harmful bone in my body. Even when me and my brother got into it, like, that was just like a normal fight. Like, yeah, hurtful things were said. I hurt myself more than I hurt him. Like, and yeah, like I keep saying, the supplemental enzymes of JP Lost World. Like, that's what it is. Like, why don't y'all get that? Like, I was supposed to cut off. Like I was supposed to get raptured, really. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, we wouldn't have had these terror attacks or anything. Man. I don't get this. Like, I don't get, like, what you, like, y'all scare me, man, with this mentality. Like, how can you be a watchman when you haven't even done your stuff? Like, what the fuck? Like, this doesn't make sense. And y'all want to point the finger at me? Like, I don't understand this at all. That's the Dallas Cowboys locker, man. Is that it would have been Dallas from 8 years old. Man, it would have been when I was 4 years old and had played Sharks and Minnows for like 2 years. Like, I don't like. I don't think you guys understand like what has been done. Like, and y'all probably think that because it says 33 years old on that, I don't even want to talk about it, but like, because they messed up the age, y'all probably think it didn't happen. Y'all probably wrote that off too. Well, it's all fucked. He's just saying it's him. I mean, fuck that, guys. Like, come on. Why am I even on YouTube whenever y'all don't believe anything I say? Y'all are my only friends. Y'all are my only friends, and like y'all don't even get the basic stuff. Like, what are we doing? Like, who do you expect to pick up the pieces? If you have a task, who do you expect to do it? You think God is going to be like, well, he's got kids. Well, like, no. Well, he's got a job and he's used to it now, and like, he gets a lot of money and like he's comfortable, so he's good. Give his job to some guy that's just coming out of high school that hasn't worked yet or hasn't decided what he wants to do and is in a conflicted state. Like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing, man? Come on, you know that ain't right. I'm worried for you guys, man. Like, y'all scare me. Fuck. This mentality scares me, man. Like, I don't get scared of stuff, but like I really fear for stuff like this. Like, man, they even had my dad in Mummy Returns. They even showed it there, like how like they tried to replace it with my dad and make him do something when he's probably been good. Like my dad's not a watchman, plain and simple. He's not a watchman. He might be a sheep or Gentile or, people or whatever, but he's not a watchman. So why the fuck was Brendan Fraser playing my dad in Mummy Returns? Why did that happen? Like, y'all don't get it, man. Like, this is crazy. Like, so now what? I'm sitting here 401 now. And look at this. Look at this. I can't get it to focus. In 2 hours, I'll be at 401. Is that good enough for y'all? The EU freights, like he's the devil. Well, I just made it to 401. Wouldn't I have cut off at 1 or 0 if I was the devil? Y'all think I'm the man of sin or something? Like, what are y'all thinking? Y'all take comfort in that? Man, like, I can say firmly, if I'm anything, I'm like the man child. Like, I wasn't even supposed to be here. Like, this was extra for me. And for years, like, I thought, no, I got one life to live. Like, I gotta rise up. And like, man, like, what the heck, man? I just want to make sure I got this right. Like, that's that Dallas Cowboys locker. That's what that is. Because it's 39 is the number. And Nero is died at 31. Nero. He didn't kneel. Like, Nero is the gimp of Jack in the Box. My first video. Like, that's my first video on Diomedes' Achilles, man. That's my first video ever. Like, I just like, and who was I with? Kevin. I was with Kevin at Jack in the Box. Kevin represents Home Alone. Like the little kid doing it all. Like I'm sitting here on YouTube thinking I'm stupid. And I'm no good. And like, yeah, I just want to get this on record so I can so 2 weeks from now, when everything's worse and I'm being persecuted, I can look back and be like, no, Brock, check out that video about you being the man child or whatever. And check that out. Because that was some real shit that went down that night. And you'll know that none of this is right. I mean, I don't even have, my memory is shot, man. I don't even have the memory for this job. I don't I don't know how I'm doing anything I'm doing. Like, like Dan Barron, he talks about being a machine. I feel like a machine. If that's how Dan Barron feels, then I guess Dan Barron's doing his job. Cause that's how I feel. Like, I don't even know what the prophecies are. I just write them down and then go from there. All right.